right? So you want to chew. You want to chew it up really, 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 really good like that.
Done. Look at all that sweat. Now I'm about to go work out. About to go take a walk. We out of here. Signing off. And I am FYB Fit. Forgive your body.
What up, FYB fam? Toddric, FYB Fit. FYB stands for Forgive Your Body. If you haven't done so, do so with me now. Body, I ask that you forgive me, and in return, I forgive you. Yeah. All right, you see the FYB chain? You see it? Before we get started about the video, go to FYBlifestyle.com, grab some merch, support the channel so I can provide more valuable content, more value for you, the listener, the subscriber. Also, do all that YouTube stuff that you do. Subscribe, comment, share, like, and all the stuff that you don't do. So if you don't do it, start doing it to help me out. All right, so let's get into the video. So if you don't know, I am currently enrolled in the online sports nutrition course. All right, so I had the bright idea. What better way to retain and learn this information than sharing it and conveying it with you, taking notes, sharing those notes with you, or conveying those notes with you. It's going to help me retain and learn the information better. So it's up to you, whoever's watching, to help me pass this nutrition course so I can be a certified nutritionist. I'm already a certified personal trainer. So I'm trying to add to that and get the sports nutrition certification too, so I can start giving you guys customized meal plans. All right? All right, FYB fam, what we're going to talk about today is digestion process in the human body. All right, so I got the IPZ right here. So what I did was I took some notes and then I put them on my iPad so I can read them off and convey the information. Hold on. Digestion process in the human body. So I'm just going to summarize some of the key points and highlights that I learned and thought that was most important. All right, so that's what we're going to get into today. What is digestion? All right, so I'm gonna read the definition. I summarize and paraphrase the definition just a little bit. So digestion is the process by which insoluble food consisting of large molecules is broken down into soluble compounds consisting of smaller molecules. So basically, let's say you have a big piece of chicken, big old greasy piece of chicken. You know that ain't good for you. All right, so you're biting that, it's a big old piece, so it's insoluble. You can't swallow that, you can't digest that, your body can't even digest it. All right, so you gotta break it down, chew it up, all right, into smaller molecules, so you can start to digest it. All right, so once you chew it up, becomes smaller molecules, the smaller compounds are absorbed into the bloodstream, all right? So while passing through the intestinal walls, all right? And then after that, they're perfused to the necessary tissues throughout the body. All right, so that is digestion, all right? So what comes after that? There are 5 stages of the digestion process. So we're gonna cover that. I'm gonna make it quick. I just took some bullet points and we're gonna talk about the 5 stages of the digestion process, all right? So the first stage is digestion really starts in the mouth, all right? So I'm gonna expand on that. All right, so first the food is chewed up in the mouth and mixed with saliva, right? Saliva, whatever you wanna call it, all right? And saliva is a digestive juice, right? It can be neutral or slightly acidic, and it contains an enzyme called salivary amylase, all right? So salivary amylase, it acts when the cooked starch is in your mouth. And cooked starches are like sugars and carbohydrates that you eat. So the salivary amylase acts on the cooked starch, and it helps to break it down, like I said, into maltose and soluble sugar. Digestion of the carbohydrates. We just talked about the starches and all that. I kind of jumped the gun, but digestion of the carbohydrates begins in the mouth, all right? And that salivary amylase, that digestive enzyme, that juice helps to dissolve in the food, all right, the carbohydrates. Also, so it is always advisable to chew your food properly so that it is broken down into smaller parts and mixed well with the saliva, all right? So you want to chew, you want to chew it up really good like that, all right? Not to the point where you're foaming out the mouth, but you want to chew it up really good, all right? All right, we're gonna get to the next one. So the second stage of the digestion process is digestion in the stomach, all right? So if you didn't know, first point, the stomach has flexible walls and can accommodate and store a large amount of food. We already know that. You can store a lot of food. You can actually stretch your stomach to store more food, all right? So also, the lining of the stomach also produces gastric juices, all right, containing an enzyme called pepsin. All right, this is for the proteins. I know this. All right, so the pepsin acts on the proteins in the food, and it breaks it down into soluble compounds called peptides. All right, peptides. All right, so the stomach wall also secretes a hydrochloric acid, which provides an atmosphere for the pepsin to work on the food and also helps in killing the bacteria in the food. So your stomach produces a hydrochloric acid that also kills the bacteria, lingering bacteria in food. I didn't know the stomach did that. The stomach is dope. All right, so that is dope. All right, so also the stomach churns up the food every 20 seconds. I didn't know that either, that the stomach churns the food every 20 seconds via a rhythmic motion, all right? So it's like clockwork. This is automatically done by your body. Your body is amazing, all right? Also, this is another key point. Water remains in the stomach only a few minutes, right? I didn't know that. Fats and proteins, they remain in the stomach for 1 to 2 hours, all right? So boom. So that is digestion in the stomach, all right? So first the mouth, then the stomach. Let's go on to the third stage. Third stage is digestion in the small intestines, all right? So I'm gonna hurry up. I know y'all want me to hurry up. So the food is mixed with the acid and saliva, moves from the stomach to the small intestines, all right? And the alkaline juice from the pancreas and the bile from the liver is poured over the food, all right? This happens in the upper area of the small intestine called the duodenum, right? All right, so the next point. The juices from the pancreas also contains an enzyme that acts on the carbohydrates, proteins, and the fats, all right? Those are your macronutrients, okay? So the proteins are broken down into soluble amino acids, all right? The starch, AKA carbohydrates, is broken down into maltose, which is sugar, a form of sugar, and the fats are split up into fatty acids and glycerol, okay? Next key point. The food then moves on to the lower part of the smaller intestines called the ileum, all right? So nearly all the absorption of undigested food takes place in the ileum, all right? So in the ileum, there are small hair-like projections in the ileum called the villi, all right? So the villi absorb the molecules of the digested food, mainly amino acids and glucose, all right? That enters the bloodstream through a dense network of small blood vessels, okay? All right, so that's the third stage. Now we're gonna talk about the fourth stage. The fourth stage is digestion in the liver. I love, the liver is the bomb, man. So the blood containing the molecules of the digested food is carried from the small intestines to the liver. The liver may retain or alter any of the products of the digestive process. All right. And the last stage of digestion is digestion in the large intestines. All right. So we're going to get into that. So the materials passing into the large intestine largely consist of water and undigested matter, mostly cellulose and vegetable matter, and other roughage, like dead cells and bacteria. So all that stuff is moved to the large intestines. All right. So the large intestines does not secrete any enzymes like the stomach and the mouth. All right. So the large intestine does not secrete any enzyme and can absorb very little digested food. It does, however, absorb water from the undigested materials. All right. So the waste, the next key point, the waste feces is passed into the rectum and expelled from the anus. That part. All right. So those are the 5 stages of digestion. Hopefully I didn't make the video too long. Remember, go to www.fyblifestyle.com. Grab some merch, support the channel. Also, there's a free ebook in the description. It's called 30 Body Reset. It's an ebook that I wrote. So you can click on the link and grab that ebook. And I want you to remember, a fit body begins with forgiveness. And to forgive your body is to forgive yourself. And I am FYB fit. Forgive your body. You.
Forgive your body if you wanna win. If you wanna lose, you could be with them. FYB, I'm the fit man. We could be the FYB fam. FYB fit. FYB fit. FYB fit. FYB. Forgive your body if you wanna win. If you wanna lose, you could be with them. FYB, I'm the fit man. We could be the FYB fam.